The Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast. Real Doctor Who fans with real Doctor Who opinions.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast, a podcast dedicated to discussing and reviewing all things Doctor Who, Big Finish, and other science fiction stuff that tickle our fancy. In this episode, I'm going to be reacting to a Who Culture video. Yes, you heard that right. There's no wax buildup in your ear. No, I have not gone insane. This video I tried to watch, I tried to do a live response to, and it was just absolute cringe. I appreciate the 48,000 people who viewed it since September 29th when it was originally aired. I am not one of those people that could withstand it, so thanks to ChatGPT and copying the transcript, I have been able to respond to this accordingly. I'm going to be going over the actors tipped to play the next Doctor that are absolutely wild according to this. It is not a good video. I will put it and link it into the description. To save you some time, this podcast will be a little bit shorter than the 17 minutes and the meandering that's going around the whole thing. It might actually be a tad bit longer because I'm going to use our friend ChatGPT to give me a list of 10 actors that could possibly be the 16th Doctor and reasons why, using the web to do so. I have not actually even typed any of those things in, so it's going to be one of those obnoxious things that I'm going to probably have to pause and do and regenerate, by the way, into existence and then to react to. So, without further ado, the Who Culture. What? This, oh my word. Okay, there we are. All right, the Who Culture. These actors tipped to play the next Doctor are absolutely wild. In the first place, now I did listen to the lady, and her first reaction, I feel as though was kind of comical in all aspects. The first person on this poll pulled from the internet, not her ChatGPT. She said not from lists from, sources, probably just people who were just guessing. But 61% of Doctor Who fans or wherever this magical poll came from, believe that the next Doctor, the 16th Doctor, will be played by Billie Piper. And the lady of her Who Culture finds this absolutely mad because we literally saw the Doctor regenerate into Billie Piper at the very end. That is correct. You have no clue that is going to be, first off, it could be an unstable situation where, you have a roving bunch of faces. Who knows if they grab the guy who plays Rory and we see his face go in? Who knows if we, see, a older version of the Sixth Doctor as portrayed by the Colin Baker's face come in? I'm not sure it's settled or whatnot. And I feel as though, especially because they said, and now introducing Billie Piper, and not saying as like they did with the War Doctor and John Hurt, I feel as though that there is a massive, huge question revolving around the entire thing. The next person on this list is Erin Doherty, I believe, who, according to the transcript, she played on The Crown or something. Sure, why not? I don't have any. I think the next Doctor is going to have to be a safe pick, in my opinion. I think they're going to have to be safe. I think that they're going to need to make sure that this is a home run to create some stability. I also think that there's going to be, we're going to be in a short hiatus for about 2, maybe 3 years. As recording this in October 1st, 2025, I would not actually anticipate, a return to Doctor Who until 2027, 2028 at the soonest. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I'm glad to be wrong. The next one I find so comical. It's been brought up on this podcast before because Bleeding Cool exists and their poor journalism is also a thing too. You have Whoopi Goldberg at 36% as ticketed to being the 16th Doctor. I think that's laughable because I don't think she is a good, she claimed on that one clip that she is a fan, and how can you? I'm not gonna question people's fan cards. I'm not gonna do that. Nope, I'm better than that. I am better than that. However, she was Guinan, and I feel as though she did a pretty good job of Guinan. I don't know any of her stand-up routine. I don't even want to know any of her stand-up routine. She is an older lady, and I don't think she could pull it off. She could be another reincarnation of Iris Wildtime. I could go with that. That would make sense. I don't even know if Iris Wildtime can regenerate, but I think that she could be an Iris Wildtime. Sign me up for that, but not the Doctor. Sorry, not the Doctor. Not going to happen, especially because of the whole American thing. Also, I would be off and strongly disagreeing any American person playing the Doctor. The next person, number 4 on this list, is Matt Smith reprising his role as the Doctor with 33%. I wouldn't mind Matt Smith having a go at it. I don't think because of how much his star is shining, I don't really see him possibly making a comeback to Doctor Who. I think he could. But I'm going to go with a highly doubted. We have another one who I've never heard of. I just barely looked her up just a second ago. Amy Lou Wood, who is looks like in White Lotus. Oh, she's in Sex Education with Shuri Gawa. Great, great. Yeah, we really want to do the whole Chibnall casting couch where we start casting people who are familiar to us because of other people. Yeah, it worked out great for Jodie and that era. Hugh Grant. Oh, out of this entire list, sign me up for Dr. Hugh Grant. Let's make the fatal death, Curse of the Fatal Death, great again. Yes, let's do that. That would be so great to canonize Hugh Grant as the next Doctor. I mean, well, according to Chris Chibnall, he is. We saw on TV. It has to have happened. So is Rowan Atkins. It makes so much sense because Chris Chibnall is, a moron. Capital Mo, last name Ron. Joe Martin is the next one with 25%, so equally anticipated as Hugh Grant. I don't think I want Joe Martin as the Doctor. I think that there's more of a mystery. Let's keep it, as my friend and co-host has said about Doctor Who. Let's keep the Doctor a mystery. I think that you lose something, as Legion once said, about demystifying the Doctor and origins and some other stuff. The next person on this list is Danny Dwyer. I don't know who he is, but apparently he is an actor. He's in EastEnders, and good for him. Tom Hiddleston, Loki himself, is at 20% chance, according to this poll, as being the 16th Doctor. I'm okay with that. I think if they really want star power, they really, really want somebody safe and somebody, mildly attractive to the ladies and get some of that, David Tennant, Matt Smith magic again. I think Tom Hiddleston would be the way to go with that. I think him and the guy who played Lucifer, and also Reese? What's his name? Who is it? Reese? John Reese something, Reese John. Anyway, that guy could be a good one too, because, maybe not too hard on the eyes. Linda West, I have no idea who this is. I just barely looked it up. They are the second to last. It looks like Bridgerton, possibly. It's a Sin, which is a Russell T Davies, which I would strongly recommend against, just because of, I think you want to, as the first and second season, or season 14 and 15 they are, known as, I feel as though you would want to step away from some of the people that are associated with Russell T Davies because of, again, the whole Chris Chibnall being too close to certain things, and also maybe the connection to RTD, if RTD is not the showrunner. I think that, personally, I do think that RTD did not do a good job, and I think that there is a lot of struggle that could go forward. If Bad Wolf still continues on with it, I don't think there's that big of a problem. If RTD is a showrunner and all the people that Christopher Eccleston labeled, Christopher Eccleston could be, he's not on this list. I actually don't think he would do it, but I think that I think his outburst at the Comic-Con was more of a look at me, and this is what I would do if you could just do this. And then I think he would deny it. The last person on the list is David Tennant with 14%, and I'm not seeing that would be a plausible situation. Looking at the people that commented on this, somebody said that at this point David Trauma is like a trauma response person, and I think that is actually quite an adept, whatever the word is, response to the whole thing. I think I would agree. I also think that this other person just said that David Tennant should be the companion, Billy Piper be the doctor, and I say no. Give Paul McGann a chance. Yes, let's do this. Let's fix the bi-regeneration, which is stupid, that nobody ever wanted. The Timeless Child, which is stupid, that nobody ever wanted. Let's fix this. Let's make Hugh Grant. Yes, let's make Hugh Grant. He has been so much fun in his old age. The Dungeons and Dragons movie. I never watched the Wonka movie, but in his old age, he has been so much fun, and I'm on the Hugh Grant train. Toot toot! I am the conductor of the Sir Thomas, the tank engine train. Yes. All right. So let me just go here.
Hey geeks, this is a geeky thing for you. Enjoy.
All right. So I just barely stepped away for just 1 second. You have got to freaking be kidding me. I just typed in, create a list of actors that people have been dreaming about being the Doctor as the 16th Doctor. And it says, here's a list of people who are dreaming about or often speculated to be cast as the 16th Doctor in Doctor Who based on news, betting odds, fan casting, and online discussion. Who Culture did ChatGPT this whole thing. Billy Piper, number 1. There's no percentages. I'm curious if they just made this up. Aaron Doherty, again, number 2. Linda West, okay. David Tennant, Amy Lou Woods, Whoopi Goldberg, Matt Smith, Hugh Grant, Joe Martin. The only one that they did not include is Michael Sheen. All right, fine. Well, with that, I'm going to conclude this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some fun. I hope I gave you better commentary than the Who Culture podcast did. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Please give us some feedback. Email the show, tweet the show. I hope to hear from you. And until next time, I will see you in time, possibly, or on a ChatGPT engine. Bye.
You have been listening to the Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast. Doctor Who is owned and trademarked by the BBC. Doctor Who Alhambra is not affiliated with the BBC or Big Finish. No infringement is intended. Visit our website at alhambrapodcast.weebly.com or email the show at alhambraaudio@gmail.com. Tweet us at Alhambra Podcast. That is ALHAMBRA Podcast. Thank you.